How's it? Cowboy, docsports.com. Hope you guys are doing. Coming at you on Monday, November the 25th, as we get this video to you around this time. Have your free pick winner in just a second here today. I think you'll like the free pick winner today. And don't forget, we have a live show today at 4:30 Eastern for YouTube Premium members. And I'll come back at you with another live show tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern as well. So looking forward to that. Hello, my name is Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy has been around for a cool 19 years. And Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work. Welcome to my free daily podcast. Our best selections over at docsports.com under Arun Shiva or Indian Cowboy. Our next best selections are the free picks and leans, which is the daily video that you are watching right now. We, of course, have a popular YouTube premium teaching channel for $20 a month. You get a live show every day from Monday through Sunday, right before we do our daily show typically, which, of course, is a massive advantage because you get the research for anybody else, and you get the best lines. You get more than $300, more than 300 games, or all for just $20 a month, and it is a recorded podcast that you can re-listen to at any time, and usually 10 games of video is what we're going to do there because you're about to get 10 free selections, so you get about 10 thoughts on the video there, and you get a written summary at the end, and sometimes those turn out to be premium selections the next day. Just a fantastic value. The link to YouTube Premium is in the comment section, as well as the link to how to get your free $60 of the premium selections. Don't forget, we will have a live show today at around 4:30 Eastern today. If you want even more content, be sure to check my Twitter. It has our latest updates, our hot takes on sports, and our latest videos are posted there. What do I need to tell you? Well, we have a 7-unit NBA selection today at 7 o'clock or 7:40, which we're excited about. We also have a 7-unit NHL selection today at 7 o'clock. We did win our 7-unit college football. That's the only thing that went right in football this week. Louisville minus the 8, winning 37-9. Do note that we're going to have a very good football card this week, as we have, which will be released early on Wednesday this week. And we're going to research about 40 games that we think that are worth researching, and I think we're going to do well. 2024 college basketball, we're on a 14-7 start for plus 66% for plus 2,700. We did win with VCU yesterday, minus the points. Excited about today. So I hope you join us for the card. Soccer, by the way, back-to-back 4-unit winners. We have a 4-unit selection today between Tottenham and Man City. But it's between Newcastle and let me give you that soccer selection here. It is between Newcastle and West Ham. That is at 3 o'clock, so excited about that. So yeah, I hope you join us for I hope you join us for our entire football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, soccer, MMA, and our daily props. Another 7-unit winner yesterday. We're 24-10 for the season on daily props for plus 5,000. We're 4-0 for plus 2,200 on daily props, which is insane. So I certainly hope you join us for that. All right, let's get to your free pick winner today, and it is going to be between, remember, 7-unit NHL, 7-unit NBA today. I like Missouri State to upset Boston College today. Okay, do you know who coaches Missouri State? Cuonzo Martin coaches them. And if you remember anything about Cuonzo, you'll remember that he used to coach Missouri State in the beginning, back in the day, and then he moved over to coaching Tennessee. And then he coached Missouri for a while, and now he's back in Missouri State where it all started and probably where he's going to retire. Both teams are 4-1 here. Boston College is only a small favorite, though. Missouri State lost to Butler by just 7. And this is a team. Cuonzo also coached California for several years too. I think his players will get up for this game. Honestly, I think Cuonzo it's his first year. He's fully focused. He'll want to prove that he can win. Against Power 5 schools with Missouri State. This is a team that beat High Point, which is a tough game. High Point's a good team. High Point beat UAB, for example, and High Point was 5-1 coming into that game. This team beat UT Arlington. UT Arlington lost to USC by 3 points. That should tell you something, okay? This is a team that's good. That's quite good. And when they barely lost to Butler, and Butler beat SMU by 11. All right, so they have some real credentials. And this is a team that was up. They were down 30. They were up going into the fourth quarter, and then they just fell apart. But they also had only 10 free throws to Butler's 28 free throws. So what should that tell you? I think when you put all that together, I would not. And Boston College, their staple winning is against Temple. But remember, they lost to VCU by 25 points. And I think and they still got a very young team. And Missouri State's got a pretty veteran team. They've got some big boys. They got 4 upperclassmen here. They're a top 95 defense. And at Boston College, they faced a really good. They did beat Temple, but Temple's outside the top 150 in defense. And Missouri State is top 95 in defense. Give me Missouri State plus the 2.5. All right, here's the rest of your free selections today. Maryland's East Shore versus Arkansas. This is a tough game, but I like the over here. There's no history between these two teams, mind you. But Maryland East Shore nearly lost by 40 to Vanderbilt and 47 to Illinois. It is hard to find value in this game, but maybe considering that Maryland East Shore only comes off scoring 40 points in their last game, I wouldn't be surprised if they're a pretty good dog here. And, Arkansas put up 90 points against a team that had a defense within the top 300. Well, Maryland East Shore is outside the top 350 in defense, so I wouldn't be surprised if this game goes over. Maryland East Shore only 40 points last game, and Arkansas, this is the worst defense they faced all year, so they might put up 100. So I like the over. Green Bay, Ohio State. I like Ohio State. These two teams haven't met since 2007. Green Bay lost Sundance Wicks, Coach Sundance Wicks to Wyoming, and he already had them at 4-1, by the way, and Wyoming. So Wyoming is a team to look out for. But Green Bay is coached by Doug Gottlieb, the former announcer, and Evansville had to shoot 68% from the field to beat Green Bay. But here's the thing. Jake Diebler and Ohio State are ridiculously good. They held Evansville to 30 points, and Evansville beat Green Bay, okay? And so I think Ohio State knows they're facing Doug Gottlieb today, and I think they beat them by 30 to 35. South Carolina, Xavier. I like South Carolina here. 3-2 and 5-0 teams here. Xavier is undefeated. Xavier already beat Wake Forest by 15. South Carolina, terrible game against Mercer. Sean Miller, I think is looking to make a statement here against South Carolina, but, because he was 16 and 18 last year, and now they're 5-0 out of the gates this year. But South Carolina did not play well last game, and they have a lot of talent, so I will take the 5 points with South Carolina. Auburn versus Iowa State. I'm going to go with Auburn here. Number 4 facing number 5. Auburn won by 4 about 4 years ago. Both these teams undefeated, but Auburn has the better quality win. Auburn has beaten Houston, Kent State, and Vermont here, and Iowa State's beaten no one. Give me Auburn. Moving on to the Clippers versus Boston. I like the Clippers here. Clippers just routed Philadelphia. Clippers beat Boston last time out as well. The Clippers have won 5 in a row. But remember, Boston loves to face undefeated teams, and I get that. Boston has 5 wins in a row as well, and they didn't play that great against Minnesota, and they didn't cover. Actually, let me take that back. I like the Celtics here. The Celtics have revenge from last year's loss, too. The Celtics didn't play well against Minnesota. The Clippers understand that the Celtics know the Clippers just routed Philadelphia by 25 points. I like the Celtics today. I also really like the Portland Trail Blazers today. Memphis throttled this team 89 to 134 last time. You know what Portland does with revenge. They had revenge against Houston in a back-to-back they just lost. That was our 4-unit selection on Saturday. And I think with Edey still out here, but and keep in mind, Memphis has some serious depth. Pippen Jr., I think, had a ridiculous game. You have Bane as well. And but I think Portland with the revenge matters. Portland's beaten Minnesota twice and Atlanta recently too. So I like the Blazers here with the revenge. New Orleans versus as far as New Orleans versus Indiana in the NBA, I guess I'll lean on the over here. I actually think the Pelicans might have a little bit of a chance. The problem is that New Orleans beat this team 118 to 1. I'm sorry, New Orleans, beat this team 125 to 118 last time, and that game went over. Indiana just beat Washington 115-103. New Orleans has so many guys in and out, it's tough. Indiana does have some revenge. It does make sense for an over here because Indiana's revenge. New Orleans coming off a loss. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're an active dog and the game goes over. I don't love it, but I like the over. Now, the Ravens versus the Chargers. I like the Ravens here, but it just seems too obvious. But and again, Philadelphia Eagles was obvious, and everybody took them. Everybody and their mom took them, and they covered. So why not? Favorites are winning. The chalk is doing really well, except for the Redskins, or the Commanders, it seems. But I like the Ravens here. The Ravens are 7-4, and the Chargers are 7-3. The Ravens lost to Pittsburgh 16-18 last time. So coming off of a loss and a divisional loss and only 16 points in their last game, they have lost back-to-back covers as well. The Ravens won 20-10 last year. The Chargers too have some revenge. The Chargers have won 4 in a row coming in, but all of them were under 500 teams. All right, none of them were above 500. So I think the Ravens coming off a loss and the Chargers on a pretty high feeling against really bad teams, and I'll give me the Ravens. Orlando and Charlotte in the NBA. I like the under there. Orlando beat this team by 15 last time. They're coming off big wins against Detroit and the Lakers. Charlotte has covered 3 in a row. They also beat the Pistons recently, too. Bridges is out for the time being. Ball shot the ball 38 times in his last game, and he had 50 points in a losing effort for Charlotte. I like the under at the end of the day. I think Charlotte will play some better defense back at home with some revenge, and I like the under. Toronto and Detroit. I like Toronto here. Detroit won this game by 4 last time. Toronto comes off of a tight game against the Cavs where they fell short late. Detroit is off of 3 straight losses, and I get that, so they're going to be super motivated. I want to take Detroit, but here's the thing with you. Toronto's coming off of a loss, and Toronto's playing really well right now. They kind of remind me of the Blazers in some ways with that young, deep team. So give me Toronto. So there's my video for you today for the Monday, November 25th. Your free play, the one I like the most, is Missouri State. Obviously, our best plays are our premium plays. Maryland East Shore versus Arkansas, I like the over there. Green Bay versus Ohio State, I like Ohio State. South Carolina versus Xavier, I like South Carolina. Auburn, Iowa State, I like Auburn. NBA, Clippers, Boston, I like the Celtics. Portland, Memphis, I like Portland. New Orleans, Indiana, I like the over. Baltimore and the Chargers in the NFL, I like the Ravens. Orlando and Charlotte in the NBA, I like the under. And Toronto and Detroit, I like Toronto. That is my video for you. Hope you guys are doing wonderful. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. YouTube Premium, I'll see you on the live show, which is going to be awesome today at 4:30. And I'll see you again on the live show today around 9 o'clock, 9:15. I'll log on, all right? 7-unit NBA today at 7:40 or 7:30, and 7-unit NHL today at 7 o'clock. See you guys back here tomorrow. Take care. Please take a moment to like and subscribe.